Hola YouTube, my name is Ricardo Lino and I'm a wheel addict. Welcome to the second part of the video where I match 3 different 5-wheel frames. The Yoyo Sago 5 Pro, the Flying Eagle Liberty and the Endless Arc frames. This video became way longer than I expected, but anyway, on the first part of this video I skated this boot, the Micro MT Plus, with the 3 frames, and now what you are going to watch today is the Micro Delta F, which is a completely different skate that costs much more money, being skated with the 3 frames.
In this little section of the promise. Let's change boots. Let's go for the Micro DF. Back on the Liberty frame, and then we see how it goes. Trying to center it in a way that when I look to this setup from the side, I want to see like the distance from the toe to the heel the same. And with a Liberty, I am not able to do it. Okay. The fit is different right away. So with this frame, on this boot, it doesn't get perfectly centered. You can see like there's too close to the front and in the back. It's like a 1 centimeter offset on the Liberties. Okay. So this is a completely different setup from a completely different price range type of boot. This is a carbon boot with an aluminum block inside. Completely different type of feeling. One of the things that you feel right away is the type of power transfer is so different. It's one of those words that you hear a lot. A lot of people don't really know what that means. Either myself, like I'm not a speed skater. I'm not Bart Swings trying to break the marathon record, but you can feel most of the times right away. You feel like all those vibrations from the ground. Well, just think about it this way. Yes, your push goes from your body to the ground. You can get more speed out of it, but every little vibration that comes from the ground, every little stone, you also feel it. Very important. Just by getting on top of these, I feel like I'm falling backwards right away. It feels a lot more like these, not as much leaning forward. So they do feel fast. Let's do this rolling test. Bit of carving, cruising that way, skating this way. Wow. Feet together, carve, carve. Let's get some skating done. I feel like I'm falling backwards a lot more. It's the boot just coming from that one. It's good. Okay, let's go with the upstairs. See? It's one of those things. This is interesting. Pretty sure you've seen a lot of the slalom skaters looking a bit stiff when they skate on the street, feeling like they're falling backwards a bit more. I kind of feel like after skating those, not changing any shock absorbers and coming straight here, I feel like I'm a lot more on my heels. It feels responsive. It feels like I have a lot of control on my feet, amazing for slalom, which is what this is. But I feel like I'm falling a bit more backwards. Also, when I try to jump up, I kind of feel like I can't pull as much from my toes as I do on the MT pluses. So it's different. Let's go downstairs. I'm actually scared of going downstairs right now. I don't want to fall backwards. Let's see. Sure, I'm going to feel a lot more vibration on these. Same frames. Easy. But you feel a lot more vibration. Let's see the backwards. It is weird. Completely weird. Let's put it this way. The empty pluses feel a lot more like an aggressive skate in terms of how it feels. Yes, you have all the responsiveness, super lightweight, but so different from this. But I'm not testing boots, I'm testing frames. So let's go with the toe presses, heel presses. On the previous setup that I was able to skate, the endless frames with the empty pluses, I just did it first try, just like that. Maybe because the frame was shorter, I don't know. Okay, let's get those heel presses. Frame feels longer right away. Totally doable. Frame being longer makes you, it's not bad, it's just I need to get used to it. Front. Oh wow, I feel like I can do it forever. So the heel, I didn't feel the same as on the shorter frame, but the forward, yeah, but you know what? The frame is shifted backwards, and that's probably what I felt. That's why probably I felt so harder to do it on the back, because it's really long in the back. And then in the front, it was just there. Let's see, this one. It's just easy. It's just so much easier. Everything that it's done with the front, because the frame is shifted backwards, feels like a bit of a shorter frame. So when it comes to stuff in the front, on these boots, feels shorter, feels easy, but it's also because the frame is shifted backwards, not aligned. Now let me try all those forward and backwards gazelles and the slides. That's easy, feels good. It's like having this carbon boot on a long wheelbase, which is rockered. Really cool. Let's try the slide now. Let's try the slide. Wow. It's, I knew that having a longer tail, having a longer back of the frame would give me more control on the slides. It's something, I don't know exactly why. I don't know if the holes on the Flying Eagle boots are centered different, and that's why they make the frames like this. But I've also seen the downhill frame being very long in the back. I don't necessarily dislike it. They feel like I can push really good. I feel a lot of control on the toe tricks. And when I want to slide, I feel control too, because I have that traction in the back. I don't dislike it. It's different, and I would like to have the possibility of centering the frame, but it is different. Now let's try the endless frames back in here. I've done it before. I said it was one of my favorite setups. I haven't skated often enough, so I'm gonna go straight from these to the endless frames here, and then I can give you an opinion. So let's see how it goes. Okay, now that intermediate testing where I have both skates on with different frames, and I can feel right away how they feel. Once again, they feel lower. That's what you feel. right away, lower. The amount of wheel that I have in the front, looking from the top, it's about the same. Reminding you that on the red ones, the Flying Eagle, the frame is shifted backwards, and then in the heel, I have a lot more on these. Let's see what this actually means in terms of skating. Okay, I got the skates. I kind of feel like I'm gonna fall backwards too. It's the boots. Yeah, feel totally the same. When I get to these rougher grounds, that's when I feel a bit slower and a bit more like falling backwards. Heels are low. Let's see. Feet together gives you control. Having a shorter frame makes it more playful, that's for sure. Let's skate up. Stiffer. I stick to the same. It feels stiffer for sure. Let's go to those stairs. Super stiff. It's super fun. But coming from one boot to the other, I really feel like I'm falling backwards. Let me try those heel toe presses and all those things and the slide. Okay, not good, not bad, just it is there. Let's see the toe press. I don't know why, but I can very easily put my feet way too close and leaning out. I don't know why. I wasn't feeling that with the other setup. Let me try the backwards one. Okay, something. Not perfectly in control, but something. Let's try those swivels. Yeah, it works. Let's go for the slide. Small town traffic. I mean, in terms of control, it's really good. And now, the moment you have all been waiting for are the Yoyo Pro 5 from Yoyo Skates. Feet, the micro delta abs or not. I don't know. It's making me nervous. Ladies and gentlemen, is it good? Wheel is rubbing a bit in the front. So right now I am about 1 centimeter from the front, and let me try to go for the second hole. I'm stressing here, my friends. I don't know about this. I don't get it. So if I go here, does it really rotate still? And now it's too much in the front. So am I gonna need to use one of those side bolts? Just for you to understand what I'm talking here. There's 9 mounting holes, and I usually use the centered one. I tried the forward one, now I'm using these one. Feels like skis, so low. Feels like I'm rolling on the ground. I don't know, you tell me how these look from the side to you, but to me, these things look crazy from the top. They feel like very long. They're not extremely long. I mean, longer than a 4x80 millimeters for sure. It just looks crazy. It looks like my boots are inside 2 big wheels. Let's see how this goes. Feel noisier, number one thing. Okay, skate test. Frames are longer, huh? To do these things. Also, they feel harder to turn as a longer setup. They do feel very low, but I feel like they're not centered like in the boot. So my feet feel a bit like to the side. Let me see. Up and down stairs. Still very stiff. Stair bash test. Oh, that was very easy. Probably the easiest of them all due to the long wheelbase, lower to the ground. It's so stiff. They feel a lot noisier and very stiff. I don't know why. Let's try those presses, heel press, toe press. I was expecting them to be faster. I was expecting this. Try that toe press. Oh wow. When you get to the point, it's cool to have a long wheelbase. Let me try a fakie nose. The thing is, by having a very long base, it's kind of like hard to loop out. So it gives you extra safety, but you need to lean more, and that's the scary part. That's about it. Let me try the swivels. Front swivel. This is amazing. For that type of stuff, it's amazing. Having like a very long wheelbase. The rockering doesn't feel extreme. It feels good. Let's see the slide. These wheels are extremely hard. I don't feel the same amount of control. And everything gets loose here. Not gonna blame it on these. Gonna test them with one more boot. What I like the most is for those swivelly tricks, even the toe press, which I didn't do proper. It felt good for that type of wizardy type of skating. We are now moving away from micro boots to the rollerblade Twister XT.
And that's it. This video is coming a lot longer than I expected, but there's one more part to go. So if you want to watch that, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want to support what I do here, you can always subscribe. I really appreciate if you can subscribe to this channel. You can become a patron or a member of this channel. But if you don't want to become one of those, it's all good. I'm still going to be here making videos. And with that being said, do not forget why we all started skating. And that is because it's fun. Cheers, and see you on part 3.